Today is Monday, Parashat Naso. It is the 48th day of the Omer, which is 6 weeks and 6 days. We're coming very, very close to that day of Matan Torah, which in a way is a wedding between Am Yisrael, the Jewish people, and Hashem, and the Ketubah is going to be the Torah. The Torah, which is like a Ketubah between the Jewish people and Hashem. This is the gift that He gave us. That's how we become this incredible connection with Hashem that will happen on the day of Shavuot. So today is under the heading of Yesod, shebamalchut. Malchut is sovereignty, leadership, kingship, nobility, self-confidence, all those aspects that have to do with ruling not just over a group of people or over a nation, but also ruling over ourselves. But today we focus on the aspect of Yesod. Yesod is foundation. It's also connecting and bonding. So we have the idea of bonding and connecting within the week of sovereignty and self-confidence and leadership. This is an idea to have in mind for the day of the 48th day of the Omer, as we come very close to the conclusion of counting the 7 weeks. Shavuot is coming tomorrow night. Tuesday night will be the first night of Shavuot. Here in the diaspora we celebrate for 2 days, in Israel for only 1 day. There is a custom amongst many families, and mostly Ashkenazim, to eat dairy meals on this holiday, and specifically dairy meals. Some families, in Sephardic families in Morocco, had a custom to have a snack, a dairy snack, with a kiddush on the day of Shavuot, and then following that snack to have a regular meal with meat and whatever is usually the course for a festive meal of a holiday. What is the origin of this custom of eating dairy meals or dairy snacks, specifically on this holiday of Shavuot? But there are a few reasons given. I'll go over some of them. One of them is when they received the Torah, they became aware of the halachot that had to do with shchita, with slaughtering the animals. How does an animal, even though it's kosher, how do you check it that it's not trefa? Then the pots that they had before were not kosher because maybe they used it in a way that was not proper, with food that was not kosher, so they didn't have time to prepare. So the most immediate thing to be able to have as a meal was dairy products, and milk and dairy products that don't need any cooking or anything like that. That is one reason that is brought. Another reason that is brought is because the word chalav has a gematria of 40. Numerical value of 40 for the word chalav indicates the 40 days that Moshe Rabbeinu was in Shamayim, in heavens, to receive the Torah and to bring us the Torah after that revelation on the 6th of Sivan. Then there is other reasons that are brought. One of them is the Torah is likened to milk. The pasuk says, "Devash vechalav tachat leshonech." The Torah should be like honey and milk under your tongue, and therefore the nourishment that we get from the Torah and the sweetness of the Torah, which is likened to dvash, to honey and milk, we have a snack made with dairy products, and I understand some also had honey together with it. Then there are other reasons that are brought. One of the reasons is the mitzvah of bringing the first fruits on the holiday of Shavuot, the first fruits that grew up on the tree that was called bikurim. And Shavuot is the first day that you're able to bring these offerings of the first fruits that you bring to the Kohen. The pasuk that speaks about bikurim speaks also in that same context. Right after that, after the mitzvah of the bikurim, we have lo tevashel gedi b'halev imo, do not cook a milk and meat together. That's another reason that is brought. One other reason, the Mizmor, the chapter of Tehillim that we chant on the holiday of Shavuot, mentioned in it about a mountain that it calls Har Gavnunim, a mountain of majestic peaks, and it makes reference to Sinai, And Har Gavnunim, Gavnunim is related to the word Gvina in Hebrew, which means cheese. So therefore people have cheesecake. But Gvina also, if you count the numerical value of Gvina, you'll find 70. And 70 is the 70 facets of the Torah, that we have many aspects that the Torah can be explained, and they have 70 facets that the Torah has, Shiveim Panim la Torah, and that is hinted by the word Gvina, which has a numerical value of 70, and that's the reason for cheesecake, I guess. So these are some of the reasons. We also have a custom in our community to sprinkle water on each other. This is as a custom that is reminiscent of the dew that Hashem sprinkled on the Jewish people to bring back them to life after they died, when they heard the first two dibrot, the first two commandments directly from Hashem. They couldn't take it. He wasn't overwhelmed. They died, and Hashem brought them back to life with the dew that He sprinkled over them. We could say also that water is a symbol of Torah. Just like water brings life to the world, Torah also brings life, just like it says, Etz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba. We also have a custom to read the Azharot, which is a poem written by Rabbi Shlomo ben Gvirol that has all the mitzvot of the Torah, all 613, in poetic form. And it's amazing to read it and to understand how he referred to each mitzvah in a very, very poetic way. That's Rabbi Shlomo ben Gvirol. We read the mitzvot aseh on the first day of Shavuot, and the mitzvot lo ta'aseh on the second day of Shavuot. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen, and Chag Sameach.